Hello, my little creatives, and welcome to Drawfully Fun Draw with me. Today we're taken to the skies and we're going to be drawing my happy little toucan, a tropical little toucan. So let's get started. So the very first thing we do, like we always do, we start off with a fresh sheet of paper. And we're going to start with the beak today. We're not going to do the eyes, we're going to do the beak today. So the very first step is drawing this beautiful, big, bright, vibrant toucan beak all the way over here on the left-hand side. So we're going to do a really big rainbow curve today. Really big from left all the way to right, and we're going to curve inwards like that. All right, so we have a really big rainbow curve going all the way from the left to the right, and then we bring this down into a little curve. This is where our eye is going to end up starting eventually, right over here. Okay. Next, right here on the bottom, we're going to do the small little peak of our beak, the peak of our beak. And we're going to do a little curve, a little happy face curve. Bring the curve up, and then instantly bring it back down into another happy face curve to connect our line. There you go. And it kind of looks like a potato, maybe a sweet potato or a potato chip, one of the two. All right, and now we're going to go ahead and do our smile. So right on the inside here, we're going to bring this and follow the same shape that we did on the bottom and bringing up into a smile. And we close it out with a small little smile face curve. There you go. Look at that. It's already looking happy and we don't even have a body or a face yet. Now, toucans have all sorts of different colors on their beak. The very first color is usually this big dark point right here in the front. So we're just going to do a little curve. And this is usually a nice gray or black tone, or you can even do yellow or green, all sorts of different colors. And then we're going to create stripes all down here to create a whole bunch of vibrant rainbow colors. So the first one's going to be a small little stripe so that this whole entire section here gets that color. I'm going to do a little skinny one right here. And then I'm going to thicken it up a little bit so that this next stripe, it's a really big, bold color. Like that. There you go. So all of those are going to get a whole bunch of different colors. And now on the top here, we're going to give it a little border. It's going to look like a little heart. Bring it into a curve and then back around. So this looks like a little heart at the edge of our beak. And there you have it. So the reason I did this was so that I can have a base on where my eye is going to go. I want my eye to come off here to the side, and I'm going to start my eye with another baseline. So this is just the side line, the side baseline that we're going to use. And then we're going to do a rainbow curve right here to start another shape for our eye. And now what we usually do on our rainbow curves when we do eyes, we just do a little raindrop or a little gumdrop all the way across. Like that. There you go. Super cute. And now we're going to do our pupil. So our pupil is going to look off this way. So our bird's going to be in flight looking off to the left. So I'm going to go ahead and do a rainbow curve for the pupil. Boop, right down the middle looking to the left. And we're going to do another stripe right down the middle. Boop. And there you go. Now we always create ladders in our stripes. So let's go ahead and get that ladder all the way up to the tippity top. There we go. Yay, we got some cute little ladders. Now as a reminder, our ladders are where the color of your eye goes. So if you want green eyes, blue eyes, purple eyes, or even rainbow color eyes, that's where you're going to get your color. All right, and then we're going to have this side over here that's going to be white, and this side is going to be black. But before we can color this in on black, we're going to go ahead and get our sparkles. A nice big circle on the top and a little circle on the bottom. There you go. That's looking awesome. And now we can go ahead and shade in our pupils. I'm going to start from right down here and go all the way up to the top. Lots of pupil this time. Got lots to shade up. There we go. Now for those of you again who have not seen my video, the reason I do this is because I hate empty eyes. Empty eyes creep me out. I don't think they look good. I want to keep them nice and cute and get them shaded in ahead of time. All right, so now we can continue on and we can do the outer part of our eye, and it's going to come all the way around right here. And we're going to go up, doop, 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 and around. And we're going to bring this down right next to where our eye left off. So this, if you look at what a real toucan looks like, this is going to get a color right in here. Now there's a lot of different types of toucans, but a lot of them have a really cute green color around their eyes. So that's where that's going to come in, that cute little green color. This little rainbow curve that we did here, we're going to connect it to where we left off on that curve as well. So if you have a gap there, go ahead and close that out. And we're going to visit that again and come back down here. But for now, I want to go and move up to the top over here. So on the top, we're going to create a tiny little mohawk. You know me, I gotta have mohawks. Most of my characters have mohawks. So right here, where we left off on this little heart shape on the beak, I'm going to create kind of like a little forehead effect almost, a little bump on the top here. So we're going to bring this up to a little bump and then up into our first swoop. Today for my mohawk, we're doing swoops. We're not going to do triangles. I like swoops today. So we're going to do a total of 4 swoops. So this is swoop number 1. I'm going to have swoop number 2. And then swoop number 3. Right here. Swoop number 4 is going to be a little smaller and it's going to start coming down this way. And swoop number 4. There we go. So this is the mohawk on top of our toucan. But we're going to continue now and create the back of our toucan head, but we're also going to add some more swoops. These swoops are his feathers. So we're going to bring this curve, a nice cute rainbow curve, all the way down and to a swoop. And this is where we're going to begin more swoops. You're going to start hitting swoops and triangles by the time you get to know me more. So we're going to do a total of 4 swoops on this one as well. So this is swoop number 1. Swoop number 2, swoop number 3, swoop number 4, and then we're going to curve this down into our back head line like that. There you go. He's taking shape. He's looking adorable. I love it. Awesome. So now let's create the inner part right here. So we want to create the rest of his face here. So from the bottom of the beak right here, we're going to do a little curve going in. And guess what? More swoops. So we're going to do only 2 more swoops on this part. So we're going to have kind of chest feathers right on the bottom here. So where we left off, not right at the edge, right a little off to the left of this line, we're going to start our first swoop. So swoop number 1 right here. Swoop number 2 right here. And then we're going to bring this down into one big happy face curve all the way to the back, where we're going to bring into our line on the back side of our toucan. So I'm going to do a little dot where I want to start curving right about right here. This is where I want the back side of my toucan before we get to his really cute feather tail. So we're going to create a little happy face curve from swoop number 2 all the way across. Doop, 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 doop. Nice happy face. There you go. Looks good. I love it. All right, now we can go ahead and do his wings. This bird, like I told you before, he's in flight, so we want him to have a little wingspan going up. So right here where we left off on the back of the head, I'm going to create another happy face curve, very similar to what this one looks like, and we're going to curve them down into more swoops to create feathers. So we're going to go up, and then we're instantly going to turn this into a swoop going down. And then we're going to do all more swoops going down this way into a wing effect. So we're going to do about 4 more swoops for a total of 5 swoops. So we got another one here, like that. Another one coming around here. We got smaller and smaller as we go, and we start angling inwards. Another small one here. Let's start curving inward. And then this last swoop is going to come down and bring it up here and close it. So up and boop. We have a wing. A very cute cartoony toucan wing. Say that 5 times fast. Cartoony toucan wing. I love it. Now we got to have a second wing in the distance right here, as if he's flapping from the other side. So we're only going to do 2 swoops to give that little illusion of a second wing in the back. So right here, from the top of this swoop, we're going to bring up a little happy face curve into our first swoop. And swoop number 2, like that. So now we have 2 wings right here. Now we're almost done here. So now we got to do the back side, and we got to do our tail, and then we also got to do his little feet right on the bottom. So right here, we're just going to bring this happy face curve up, start curving to the back side of our toucan right here, and then we close it out with a small little line to the back, right where the wing is. So this is a very small body. One thing about creating cute cartoons is about proportions, about making small proportions. That's what really brings out the cute factor. So I want to make a very small stubby body, kind of make it look like a little baby toucan almost. All right, now remember I told you we were going to revisit this little line, this little connection that we made here. We're going to make a little inner belly that comes all the way down, starting from where we left off right here. So we're just going to bring this line down into an inner belly all the way to the back, kind of where we left off on when we came upwards to do the back side. All right, so now you can really see the toucan is taking shape, and we only have 2 more little things to do. So now we're going to go ahead and do the feathers right in the back that create this really beautiful tail, gorgeous tail that's flying around in the wind here. So we're going to create a rainbow curve that goes up into a triangle point like that. And then we're going to bring this triangle point inwards and curve it all the way back up. Follow the same curve you made in the first time. And then we're going to do that 4 more times. So it's just a bunch of feathers floating out in the wind, kind of like a phoenix almost. So we're going to continue out with number 2 triangle. Bring this up here and then down. Back to that same curve that you did before. So that's layer number 2. We have 3 more to go, but number 3 right here is going to be a little different. I wanted to kind of close off to the middle of where we left off on this one. So I'm going to bring this up into a triangle curve right here, and then I'm going to close it out on the middle of this second little feather, just like that. There you go. 2 more. Ready? So right here, we're going to go ahead and do a little curve into a triangle, and then bring it back down all the way back to the body, just like we did for the first 2. All the way out. Boop. Looking good. 1 more. So this one's going to be a little smaller. I wanted to start more on this side here. So we're going to bring this down into a little triangle. And we're going to create a big rainbow curve to close it out on the bottom right here. So I'm just going to come from the body over here, bring it down and swoop it into that triangle right there. Connect the 2 points. And there you have it. You have this gorgeous little feathered tail. Now there's one more step that we have to take, and that is his cute little feet right here, his little claws. So he's flying, so I want him to kind of be tucked in a little bit. So what I'm going to start with is make it look like a little sideways bunched up heart for the first one. So we're going to do a little curve out, like a little parentheses. And then on the back side, we're going to close it up like a little heart. 1, 2, kind of 2 little hills. Almost looks like a bean. Looks like a letter B. There you go. That also looks like the letter B. And then we're going to do one more curve right here. And then we're going to repeat that right over here. Do the same exact thing. So we're going to create the letter B. I think it's better to call it a letter B. What do you think? I think we'll do a letter B right here. Backwards. There we go. And then another little curve right here on the top. Boop. There you go. Oh, and look, I think I forgot something. What do you think I forgot? What do you think I forgot? What I always forget. Eyebrows. I didn't do an eyebrow on him. Now that I'm looking at it, I don't think we need to add an eyebrow. I don't even think I did an eyebrow on the original version. You know what? I'm actually going to take it off. I don't want an eyebrow. That's right. I said it. I don't want an eyebrow on this one. So we're going to leave it out this time around, so I don't feel as bad about forgetting about it this time. And this is the completed version. There you have it, everybody. You have the toucan. I love this little toucan. I would love to see what you guys create. What kind of colors did you use on the beak? What kind of colors did you use on the eyes and on the body? I also want to see if you did any cool effects in the background. Did you add any other toucans? Did you add any other birds, any other wildlife? What did you do? Go ahead and color up your drawing, get everything really beautiful, and submit your work. Post it on social media and tag me, Drawfully Fun, and I will take a look at all of your amazing artwork and maybe feature it in the future in my future videos or on my website. We'll see. I still have lots of things coming up, getting ready. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring that little notification bell to make sure that you are up to date and notified on any of my future characters coming up. And of course, submit your suggestions on what characters you want me to do next. Until the next time, happy creating!